this is Mark Gutkowski, and I'm going to do a video of 89 Westlake Drive. We're here in Seven Lakes Country Club, which is one of the few gated and guarded clubs that's in Palm Springs. This mid-century enclave is really fantastic because it was built by Richard Harrison as far as the design, and you can see the really beautiful walls that they've created that capture the shadows. And there are 17 or 15 pools with spas. There's an 18-hole golf course, and there's a clubhouse which is private for the members of this association. There's also a social membership that people can get so that they can become part of that. And that's really a terrific hub and actually kind of the center of much of the socializing that goes on here. One of the nice things about this community is it is a mid-century community. They're applying to get under the Mills Act, which of course would bring taxation down. But as part of the design of these mid-century homes, there was really emphasis on bringing the inside out and the outside in. And that's exactly what you get here. We're on the 17th fairway. Beautiful views, you can see the mountains in the distance. Great sense of space. We're in nearly 2,000 square feet. Two-bedroom unit with a very large den. And the den, of course, has its own closet, so it could operate as a third bedroom. You can see the original folding louvered doors that will close off this space so that it can be private. And then you can see in the distance that there's an outside patio. So we started with a patio that was out on the golf course, and then we have a private one on the other side. So a lot of amenities that are unique to this particular environment. All right, we'll continue looking around. I have stepped outside so that we can start with one of the most amazing parts of this particular home and all the homes that are in here. This community is built as a low-density community. There's a lot of space around each of the units, and the units are also quite large. In this particular case, our north-facing side looks out over the golf course. As I said, we're on the 17th fairground. And then this is a duplex unit. It is connected to a unit beyond. There's a wall here, though, next to that sliding door, which goes to the master bedroom, which means that you have privacy on this side. This is the outdoor patio. It's set up, of course, to sit and enjoy. It's been tiled, it's covered, and as I said, north side. So this is where you're going to get some shade all day. You can enjoy an evening watching people play through. As a private golf course, only members or only homeowners can become members, which means that it's not a particularly busy course, to say the least, which is great. You get to benefit from seeing the golf course, but you're not going to be overwhelmed with the people who are there. You can see me there in the distance. Hey, it's Mark Gutkowski. If you have questions about this home or any home that I have listed, or any home in Palm Springs for that matter, please feel free to just contact me at markgps.com. Now as I go down, this does show the furniture, which is not included with the sale, but it shows you the beautiful terrazzo tile floor. So this was redone so that it would match the character of this particular home. Now all these homes have, there's a couple different main setups. This one has an open kitchen to one side that goes to the dining room. Also has clerestory windows along the top, and in this case it's been updated, so it's very open. It's got the beautiful orange tile as a backdrop. If you look through to the main hallway where I came in, you can see in the distance there's a bedroom there. That's the second bedroom, not the master bedroom, but the second bedroom. And it does look out onto the private courtyard. And we'll go take a look at that in just a bit. I'm going to keep circling around. Again, you're going to be seeing how this blending of the inside and outside space happens, very much a mid-century ideal. And there's some more sliding doors here to the dining room area. And here we've got windows and just a really gracious sitting area. There are mirrors to my left, which further expands the space. But again, just an incredibly enjoyable, open environment where the blending of the inside and the outside is effortless. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the second bedroom. I'm going to start from the kitchen again so that you can see updates like the countertop and the beautiful sink. And then I'm going to walk us through the entry hall. You can see how the terrazzo tile goes toward each of the bedrooms in the den. And then both of those have been done with a very nice gray carpet and of course they've decorated it beautifully. In this case, they opened up the closet door to give a little extra space. That's where the bar is located. And as I go across, you can see the private courtyard. So these 10-foot walls on the courtyard mean that you can sit outside and kind of experience this without anybody experiencing it with you. So you have the utmost in privacy on one side, and the other side, if you want, you get a lot of social networking and interaction with people as they go by. I'm going to start us off by looking back at the front door, and we're going to swing through to see the den one more time. You can see the opening there to the hallway. There's a hall bath, and that is also where the laundry is located in that hallway. And then the bedroom that I noted. Me again, hello. And now I'm going to swing around and we're going to take a look at the private courtyard. So the private courtyard has double door entry, so if you're having a function, it's very nice to open up and have people come in through this direction. Another thing that is really lovely about this environment is that there's a covered area, so it doesn't get sun all day, and it stays rather cool, which is really sort of terrific. You can see the windows there next to the double door entry. Those are coming from the second bedroom. And not that you can see it very well, but through those windows on the other side, across the street, is the pool. So that is one of the closest pools of the 15 that are here in the community that you would be able to use here at the house. There's, of course, a large closet out here for different items that you would need for taking care of the house. Now we came out through the door to the left, and as I swing around, we are looking at the master suite. The master suite has a door that closes off of the living room, and then it has a small office space here with built-in desk, the master suite, and then the bathroom. I'm going to go ahead and just walk through to the master suite so that you can see the generous size of that. On the left, there are 4 sliding mirrored doors, and those are the closet. There's a built-in in the center of that, so as you separate it, there are some built-in drawers. This also goes out to the patio that is along the golf course. For context, I have moved to the other side of the master suite to give an idea of how big it is. You can see the second closet, which is backing up to where the bathroom is. And now we're going to go over and see the bathroom. One of the items I'm going to mention here is that Seven Lakes has high HOA dues in comparison to many of the homes that are in this area or in Palm Springs in general. It's just over $1,100 a month for this particular home. And oftentimes that really shocks people and they get a little discouraged thinking, God, why are these so high? The reality is because of the high HOAs, the price for the homes are remarkably low. So getting all this square footage, all of this outdoor space that is private, so that if you have a dog, for instance, you have a place for it to roam, and then having a guarded gate so that you can have it all locked off and not worry about it, access to join the private golf course, as well as the clubhouse, which I haven't really discussed too much, but the clubhouse that is here is a John Cody design, very cool. Looks out over one of the 7 lakes, and there are 7 lakes in the community. But more importantly, especially during season, it becomes a center focus for socializing here. They do lunches and dinners. You can rent out the space if you're going to be having a party. It's terrific. And if what you're looking for in Palm Springs is having a community, an ability to go and feel like you've escaped, you know, exclusivity oftentimes does not come at such an inexpensive price, but that's what you're getting when you're coming to 7 Lakes. You really get to enjoy an environment that typically you would pay much more for, and here you're getting it at a relative bargain. Lease land is also something that's quite common here in Palm Springs, and what people oftentimes forget is that if you buy a beautiful home on leased land, you do get some of the perks. You do oftentimes get more square footage. But if you're just looking at the idea that you're paying an HOA of like $450 to $500 and forget that you're going to be doing a lease payment, you're pretty much coming in line just a little bit shy of where we are here at 7 Lakes. So just going to leave you with this beautiful outdoor shot. Great value here. Well, I guess I do have one more bedroom to show you. I forgot. So much space. All right, well, let's go over and we'll look at the second bedroom and another bath. I noticed as I was taking the video that I forgot to show you that the windows in the living room open up completely, so you have a huge opening to the outside. So again, just a terrific blending of the inside and the outside. The mid-century aesthetic. Take care.